Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be in front of the camera right now. Again, I have no sort of supplemental lighting. It's all beautiful natural light. It's like 4 p.m. I'm just getting going. I've been doing some stuff, you know, behind the scenes, still getting my act together since I got back from New York. It has been officially 1 week since I've gotten back from NYC, and we'll talk about that, of course. And I'm gonna play some new makeup. Au Naturel was so kind. I got to meet them at the event and they sent over a couple goodies that I'm going to play with. You guys know I've only tried them since before the repackaging, and one of my gripes with them was the packaging, so I'm very happy about the new packaging. And a lot of the products I have here today are all things that I have not tried. So I do have an Au Naturel foundation review that I've done in the past. And I will link that down below. And excuse any sort of redness, I have dark circles protruding into the back of my head. And the light is going to be changing because it is natural light, so just bear with me. I'm just happy to be back. And as you can tell, because I'm already being quite chatty, this is a chatty get ready with me. So the skin has been prepped, preened, the whole shebang. And now I'm going in with the Root Knockout Corrector Pan. I need to repurchase this because we're getting near and I don't want to be without it, especially my dark circles are probably worse than they have ever been. So this is really gonna correct that. So like I said, New York, I was there a year ago. Yes, I was there a year ago, but I was also there 1 week ago. And this time I stayed in Bed-Stuy, which is in the Brooklyn area. And last time I stayed in Chelsea. So I just really wanted to switch it up. My love, Molly Pops, if you guys know of her, and if you don't, I'm linking her here down below. I love her. She lives in Brooklyn, and that was another reason, even though I only got to see her a tiny little bit. But I do have a little bit of vlog footage from New York that I think I will actually post. It's gonna be a little bit of a hot mess. There's not a lot of continuity. I forgot to vlog a lot. And I did, while I was there, pick up a lot of Korean beauty products, so I'm gonna be playing with a couple of them in this video today as well. So I'm just going in with this thing called Pore Putty. Korean beauty is actually something I want to start featuring on my channel. But like I said, I vlogged a little bit, so I don't want to be too redundant, and I did do a little sort of chatty bit in the vlog as well, where I'm talking about like my feelings and stuff like that. But I'm like so appreciative that you guys like these chatty get ready with me, because sometimes I'm like, oh my god, who wants to hear my dumb ass go on and on and on and on, and I guess you guys do, so thank you so much for that. So I think I already do this, but since I'm not posting as much, like quickly, this is the Laneige lip sleeving mask. My mom got me this. This is also a Korean beauty product, and it's amazing if you're cool with the ingredients and it not being organic, yada yada. These are the only products I'm using that aren't green, by the way. So it's just a couple little Korean products sprinkled in, which I think are more mindful of ingredients than a lot of like US Western brands. And I'm not changing my channel at all, don't worry. I went to Chinatown and I really went wild. And my mom gave me that a while ago. I just wanna use it. I like how glossy it is. Anyways, I want to use this channel, and I think I do, but like I said, just because the infrequent posting, and I am trying to get more frequent about it, as a vehicle to be open and to be honest, because this sounds sad, and I mean, it is sad, but it's the truth. I have no one in my life that I can talk to. I do not have a single person that I could spill my guts to, where it feels like a safe place, where it feels like I'm not going to be judged. And that sounds melodramatic as well, but I don't have many friends, number one. Number two, I don't know, I don't know if it's just because I'm going through stuff or if it's just the way it is. I feel like I don't connect sometimes with my family in a way. And I think when you live with people, it's really scary to really sort of get into your emotions. I don't know, just because you can't run away from it, like it's always there. So I do want to start looking for apartments. I think maybe I'm craving some sort of independence, and maybe it's making me act some type of way or feel some type of way. But I don't think, despite I have so many beautiful opportunities in my life, and I'm grateful for every single one, I don't think I've ever been more sad in my life. And I think it's a number of things. I think it's getting older and realizing I'm not really connected to anybody, and that's a very lonely feeling. And when I was younger, I don't know, maybe I thought it was punk rock or something, but I really didn't care. And this is the Glossier Stretch Concealer. And now it's all just sort of hitting me like a ton of bricks, and how I've really come to some emotional lows where all I want to do is like to talk to somebody. And I know I'm sure I'm gonna get an overwhelming amount of kind comments from you guys where you're like, you can talk to me, and I so know I can. It's just like, I wish there was someone I could go to, or, you know, I want that person where I can call you up at 4 o'clock in the morning and you're gonna be there. And I guess, and it could be platonic, it could be romantic, it could be whatever. It's just sort of, I'm craving it more than I ever have in my life. And I think it is because I have relatively recently fallen in love for the first time. And I thought I was in love once before, but in retrospect I haven't been. And I think the absence of it is making me, well, number one, I feel like I poured my heart and soul into somebody in which it wasn't returned. So though as much as you want to say it's not about you, it does make you sort of look inwards, like how can you give everything to somebody and it's not enough? And that's a scary question. And sometimes there's not even an answer for it, which is even scarier. But it makes you think, it makes me think why I have such a hard time being open and being honest. And that's why I want to use this channel as a means of being that way. And maybe it's all just a shout into the void. Maybe this is meaningless. Maybe this is melodramatic. Maybe it's something, but this is me trying. This is me trying. This is me sort of letting the universe know that I am open to love in any form, and trying just to say, I can't even make eye contact with the camera. It's like making me feel embarrassed almost. Because I noticed, I think I have my moments where I can speak with a lot of clarity in regards to my own emotions, in regards to what's going on around me. And then I have times where it's like, I've always want to be brave, and I always want to be the strong one, and how dare I present myself in a manner that is not that way. And I find that the few times I do that, it's sort of thrown back in my face, and seen as me just being dramatic, or seen as me like I just need to calm down, and I'm just getting upset for no reason. And that sounds really, really ambiguous, because I don't want to put anybody on blast in particular, and it's not their fault. Some people don't need the outlet the way I do, and I'm coming to terms with that. So if my demeanor seems to be a little bit different, it's only because I'm going through some stuff, and it's just, I feel incredibly lost. And I don't have the resources or the means, or I don't even have people I can surround myself with as a distraction. So it's just sort of constantly glaring me in the face that this is how lost and this is how scared I feel. And that is overwhelming, and I feel constantly overwhelmed, and I think I don't know how to deal with it anymore, and I worry about that, and I think I maybe need to speak to someone and sort of maybe have somebody spit it back to me in a way that makes, I don't want to say normalize it. I mean, something that I do feel like I'm just a little sad, overly emotional hippie girl, but that's sort of where I'm at right now. And what is the quote? I'm trying to let where I am and where I want to be inspire me and not terrify me, but it's terrifying me. So I feel very lost and I don't know what to do. So if anybody has any sort of sound advice, I think this is a normal feeling. I think we all sort of feel this at some time in our lives, especially if you really are introspective. I would really like to hear it. And let's talk about New York now. Let's talk about a little bit happier things, shall we? I am going to try this Au Naturel blush first. So this is the shade, this is a powder blush in the shade Pomegranate. They now are in these dispensers where it is a pump, which I'm sort of on the fence about. I think it's kind of cool. They say to do it on the brush, which I could see how that would work, which I'm gonna do. I just did 2 pumps on the brush. You have like that much product. And then I'm going to work the excess on the back of my hand because we all know I'm not gonna be over blushed. Okay, I think it's going on just a little bit patchy that way. Definitely fixable, but just a little food for thought. Really beautifully pigmented though. It actually looks too pigmented on camera. In real life, I promise you it doesn't look that wild. But I'm going to take this little foundation brush and sort of smooth out those edges. I'm going to pump it on the back of my hand and then work my brush into it, almost like a powder. Yeah, that's better for me because I don't like it overly saturated, and I think it applied a little bit more evenly that way. So I think in comparison to the huge, they had huge like meaty jars beforehand. I think that is a really nice step up. I think more than anything that is beautiful for travel. So well done, Au Naturel. I'm a big fan of the shade as well. That's Pomegranate. Beautiful sort of flushy pink, grapefruity shade with a little bit of shine. And I'm so red here. It's like picking my face. Whoopsie. Just ignore that. And they did send me a highlighter. I am going to use that on my eyes, I think, because I swatched it and it looked really pretty at the expo, but I did put a little bit on my bare cheek and it looked a little too heavily golden for me. So I'm going behind me here. You guys can finally see me digging in here. I love the new Kjaer Weis highlighter that was in the summer collection in Ravishing, I believe it's called, and it's more of this pale champagne. And you guys know I love this already. So something exciting I want to talk about is that I'm going to be getting together with a friend of mine. She is not a professional photographer, but she is insanely talented. Her name is Michelle Bardino. I will link her down below. Please show her a lot of love for me. She is documenting a lot of beautiful images from her travels abroad recently. She spent some time in Ukraine and Portugal and Spain, and she's sharing a lot of beautiful images that I would love for you guys to see. And there's some pictures of yours truly, some there, somewhere down the feed, and some of my favorite pictures of myself ever have been taken by Michelle. But I'm going to start blogging again, like officially, because you know I started back and that was a total bust because I got the 3rd job and yada yada yada. But I'm working on making my schedule a little bit more free so I can produce content. And I love blog content because once you've taken the time to get the pictures, you could do it at any time of the day. I could do it at 3 a.m. if I so desire, you know what I mean? So I like the freedom in that. And so we're gonna get together bi-weekly and we are going to shoot some content, most of which I think is going to be fashion content. But if you guys wanna see, I don't know, anything that you think would be better written, maybe like my nightstand essentials or my carry-on essentials, or I mean, even if you prefer a video form of that, let me know that too. But everything I just want to be a little bit more creative. I mentioned this in the New York vlog because I just recently watched a little bit of the footage. I don't want to be a dime a dozen sort of YouTuber. I want to be more than that, I guess, and that's a very broad statement, but I don't want to do fall tags. And I mean, I love monthly favorites, so I'll never stop doing those, I don't think, because those are some of my favorite videos ever and I think they're helpful. Maybe I'll do like seasonal favorites, just because I don't really have monthly favorites anymore. I'm pretty committed to products that I've been using these days. But anything that you guys would like to see, anything that you think would be helpful, be different, any sort of things that you would like to see styled, let me know. All of it is going to, well, I'm gonna not say all of it. Let's say 98% will be all secondhand. Anything to that variety. So I'm really, really excited, and she's really talented. So you're gonna see some cool content coming your way from yours truly. Okay, so for powder highlighter, I have the shade Begonia, which in the thing looks, I think it's just like, let me rub it out and see. It looks pink, but when you rub it out, it's more golden. So I think this would actually suit a ton of different skin tones. But for me today, I'm gonna put it on the eyes. So I'm using my Bella Figura Beauty Hydrosol. I've dispensed a little bit of it out on my hands. Oh yeah, it gets really copper when, whoa, that's a sick color. Let's put it on the eyelid so you guys can sort of see what I need a little bit more product even, I think. This is really interesting. I really like this shade. I just don't know if it suits my face that much. I think it's a little dark. Boom. Oh my word. That is stunning. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a warm copper it sort of turns into. And I'm gonna need to reapply this because I'm stupid. I should have worked on my crease colors first. But I didn't. So I'm just gonna do a light application of this because it's basically meaningless because it's gonna dissipate here in a minute. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with being in front of camera right now. I missed you guys so much, and like I really don't use that lightly at all. I really, really mean it. And thank you to everybody who has stuck by. And I mean, I know I still get a little subscribers every now and again, so that's pretty cool. The redness on my nose is peeking through like insanely. I think I'm gonna have to break out the Hint Beauty concealer. I used some like blackhead strip earlier. I shouldn't have done that. They're always too harsh on me. Even though I have like no skin on my nose, it's just straight blackheads. And I'm sorry my first video back isn't very lighthearted. It's a little heavy, but it's how I've been feeling, and maybe someone's going through something similar and it will make you feel a little less alone, because when you feel that insanely lonely, it's like that's the last thing you want to feel. But I just feel like when it rains it pours for me, and I think it's just because maybe what I'm putting out there into the universe. So I'm really trying to be accepting of love and in all forms, and just trying to be kind and trying to be open. And I'm PMSing right now, so I'm like super fucking emotional, more than usual, and I think it's heightening everything for me, and it's sort of reaching this boiling point, and it's to a point where I can't even take it anymore, like how sometimes upset I feel. But anyway, New York, let's talk a little bit about New York. I was there for a week, and I really just did get lost. I got to connect with Melissa of cruelty-free_MG, and Melissa, I know you're gonna watch this, and this is so corny and cheesy, but me and Melissa really hit it off, really connected, and I needed that, and I think maybe the absence of that is making this all a little bit more difficult for me as well, because I do not have any friends, you guys. And it's like, it's to a point now where it's like, not that it's such a tricky thing, because I don't think just because something's working out like this, like it means like it's you. I mean, the world is just unfair. Sometimes it's just the way it is, but I think I have a lot of walls up, and I think more so than I led myself on to believe. So thank you, Melissa, for making it easy and making me feel welcome and making me feel good. And she was like so in my corner. And she is so in my corner. I know she is, and that is a really good feeling, especially because Melissa was in my corner before we even met, and then everything was just solidified, and we really, really connected. And I cannot wait to get back over to the New York, New Jersey area. And if you guys like nail polish, you guys like good vegan food, you guys like good makeup skills, you guys like good interviews, check Melissa out. She's fabulous. She has a YouTube channel as well, but I think more often than not she blogs, which is amazing and inspiring. And Melissa, I'm coming for you, girl. I'm gonna do the same damn thing. So yeah, me and Melissa, we painted the town red. That's for sure. We painted the town red. I don't even know, like I said, the New York haul is going to be more like, so I was here and I got this, so it's going to be a little bit easier to sort of put point A and point B together in regards to telling stories and things like that, but I just spent a lot of time alone. I mean, I was alone most of the days. I was with Melissa 2 of the days, the Indie Beauty Expo day, and the day before I left, so Saturday, and every other day I was alone. But I had a good time, but I felt lonely as hell. And I went to New York alone last year. I mean, I have a story that I should actually tell you guys when I'm ready to tell that story about last year in New York. But I was alone in New York, and New York messes me up, man, in like a really good way. It's just so different. I think it puts a lot of things into perspective for me, and that's beautiful and mortifying. Okay, sorry if I'm a little closer, a little farther. I think it's actually a little closer. My camera went to bed because I was talking for like so long. It's gonna be an extortionately long video, and I wasn't trying to do that. I lit highlights a little much, even for me. I just went in with a little bit more of the Au Naturel highlighter on the lids, took Silk Natural Sweetie clearly on my upper lip, and the inner corner, just a smidge under the brow because I felt like I needed that. Now I'm going in with this Korean shadow by Clio. This is the Pro Single Shadow in G03. I cannot wait to show you guys these in a video. They're fucking magical, alright? And I'm just going to take, this is all you need, boop, just that. And it's like, it's so glittery. I wish there was a green beauty brand that did shit like this. They just don't. And it's so glittery, it almost makes your eyelid look wet. And I just want to look wet, soaking wet, baby. So, boom. So yeah, I'm really liking the new Au Naturel formulation. I wish I would have gotten a different shade in the highlighter. We're repackaging, and the formulation on a lot of these is the same. And I always like the blushes. I just hated the packaging. It was like so bulky and crazy. But they know what's up, and they are like lovely. Everybody who works at Au Naturel is like, qualifications to work for them are like be a model. So it was like, oh my god, I have to go up to these gorgeous women with like flower crowns and like high heels, and I'm over here like ugh. Anyway, gonna go in with a little bit of the Antonym Brown liner. Oh my god, it feels good to get like super glammed up. And all I am doing is running by a friend's house. Maybe I'll grab a little coffee. And that's all your girl is doing today. Boom, and editing this video here. So that's good. Now let me just put on some mascara. I'm gonna do that off camera because that shit's boring. And then we'll do a lip. Sorry, I've just been going off. I mean, I guess that's the point of these videos, but I just hope it was information you guys wanted to hear. And thank you so much for bearing with me through the changes in light. I just want this to be as casual as humanly possible, and I do think the lighting still looks good, just a little bit different. And I'm still loving the Root mascara, so that is what I'm going to use. Also, if you live in New York, you can go to Chinatown, go to Tony Moly. These are little, I think they're for your eyebrows, but I use them for my little mustache. Hit that before I started this video, so mascara time. Be right back. Oh, actually, while I do my mascara, you know what's funny? I remember, I think it was like a drag video or something. Like at DragCon, or maybe it was the Makeup Expo. Like, oh, this is when I started watching YouTube, I don't know, 5 years ago, maybe more. And I remember this guy saying, oh, a trick is always do your bottom lashes first. Because what a lot of people do is, once they do their top lash, you're doing your bottom lashes like this, and then you get the mess all on your top eyelid. And that has stuck with me ever fucking since. Okay, be right back. Lashes are on. I feel like a real woman now. And I'm going in with the Au Naturel Lip Stain in Hero. It's a little bit of a vampy lip, but I just sort of want to try on the formulation. Let's be fair and wipe off a little lip sleeping mask. And I have heard nothing but good things about these. I can't believe this is actually the shade I ended up with. I was just really, really gravitating towards it, whether it be all the hype from the Beauty Heroes box. I don't know. And I think it's deep, like weirdly wearable, but I'm about to have like a whole bunch of look on right now. This probably isn't the lipstick I'm gonna wear out. I just wanted to show it in this video. I do think it's gonna look stunning. It's like a really nice fall makeup, actually. Okay, so it's really whipped. You definitely have to dip it in a couple times. Okay, this shade I think is a little difficult to work with. Not a deal breaker, because I think once you get a second layer on, it looks really pretty. And because lip stains in the green beauty community, we all know they're like do not exist, especially with actually clean ingredients. Okay, so I don't know if it's because I had the lip sleeping mask on. I'm sure it is, because when I swatched them at the event, the dry down was much faster. So I went ahead and blotted it in. It definitely has a much more matte finish now. I will leave maybe a little update in the description box down below, or maybe I'll feature it in a favorites video. Something like that. You guys could always ask and I will get back to you, because I plan on wearing this color, I think. It actually looks pretty nice. Despite, like, I usually don't like purple and red together, but I'm kind of feeling this whole fantasy right now. So I'm really excited about the new Au Naturel rebranding in a couple of the newly launched products. I do think the highlighter in Begonia is new, and definitely the lip stains I am thrilled about. Like I said, this one just takes a little bit of working with, but I think the end result is so beautiful, and I'll report back on a little bit of the wear time. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am so happy to have posted. Hope you got a little inspiration now that we are, I mean, summer's leaving us. Doesn't feel like it here in Florida, but it is leaving us, and I just wanted to get real full-on glam. Hope you didn't mind a little bit of Korean products too. If I can link those, I definitely will. Everything else is always linked. Any of the people I've mentioned, any of the products, all down there below. Please let me know what you want to see on the blog, what you want to see on this channel, anything you want to see styled, any makeup looks you want to see. Let me know. Anything on the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. I know that I will see you very, very soon in my next video. I'm doing fine. I never